Hi, my name is Kellette Elliott. I am a collage artist based in Clackamas, Oregon. You can find me on Instagram at Kellette Works, and my website is kelletteworks.com. I am an art educator. I've been teaching for 17 years and have been a working collage artist for the last 5 years. I've been teaching art for 17 years now in the public school system, and I also was a professional graphic designer and animator before becoming a teacher. So art has been a part of my life, my whole life. I started collage about 5 years ago now. I was always scared of it, to be honest with you. It just didn't fit my organizational, clean work of graphic design and animation. But then I just had this idea of making a minimal collage. Like a collage doesn't have to fill the whole paper or the whole substrate with images. It can be a few images that can still tell a story. So it's been a really interesting journey because I've gone through, in the last 5 years, the passing of my mother, some medical issues, passing of a cat, a new community of collage artists, and a lot of that is depicted in my work. I think the graphic design and how I was trained to organize images in a certain way has really impacted my collage work. I am constantly inspired by everything around me. I go to museums and galleries and I look at art online and nature and friends' artwork, and I'm constantly inspired by everything and anything. So there are definitely themes in my work. I have a series that depicts imagery from my childhood, whether it's a station wagon with a couple kids representing me and my brothers, to playing with my friends. But then also, I have a whole series called the Vulnerable Work series that is all about my back, and it's over 100 collages. So I've dealt with spinal stenosis, basically a destroyed hip that's caused me tremendous pain, SI joint dysfunction, and so a lot of my images depict my journey with my back. I've had some ups and downs and surgeries and procedures that have given me hope. Then I've lost hope. And then I depict hope through birds. For some reason, I feel this connection to birds and their winged creatures that can be free and fly, and that's all that I want. So at times I feel like I'm going to be free soon, and then all of a sudden I'm trapped again. Another part of that series, but also translate into another series called the Flower Work series, where flowers depict me trying to find the beauty in life and be grateful for things in my life while going through such difficult times. And so I will totally surround a woman with flowers, or I'll have flowers in the back as imagery representing constantly trying to find the positive through challenging times. My biggest influences, I would just say the whole collage community is always inspiring to me. And I, as an art teacher, I teach a lot of art history, so I'm constantly inspired by, from Matisse to Picasso to Warhol to you name it, Sister Carita. I love art so much, and I feel like I'm constantly grabbing inspiration from everywhere and anywhere. What I'm focusing on right now is probably mostly my back series, because I'm about to go into a 4th surgery in 2 years, and I'm in constant pain, and it actually has prevented me from being able to collage as much as I want to. And so I feel many times that I want to express my frustration with my pain in this journey that I've been on. So I would say that, and then constantly battling, trying to find that hope for possible pain-free future, which is, like I said, depicted through flowers. The biggest challenge of being an artist is, I would say, making sure that you're making art for yourself. We've got these challenges with algorithms and Instagram and Facebook and selling our work. And, I feel like a lot of people aren't buying original artwork. They're more likely to buy prints. I think people still appreciate art, but are not spending the money on it. So, I'm fortunate enough to be an educator where I make a salary living and art is like a bonus for me. But, at times it's like you want to get, more likes on Instagram or more purchases, and you have to stop and just say, you know what, I'm making art for me. And, if anybody else enjoys it, that's just a bonus. What advice would I give to my younger self? Just to keep going. And again, don't worry about what other people think. I have been making art as for pleasure since I was a little girl. And I would just say, you got a great future ahead of you in the art world. Keep experimenting, keep having fun, keep exploring, experimenting. The opportunities are endless. Have I ever tried any unconventional mediums or techniques? One thing that I really like to experiment with is the tape transfer process. So I've really been experimenting with doing pretty intricate cuts with a tape transfer. You can see those experiments on my Instagram page. I really enjoy that, experimenting, putting the tape in different directions, experimenting with cutting out to the figure, having flowers and birds on the main subject has been really fun. I like that experimentation. Do I listen to any type of music while I'm working? Yes. Okay, so I thoroughly enjoy 90s hip hop. I'm a big fan of Gangstar, Wu-Tang Clan, Pharcyde. So I really, really enjoy listening to that. That gets me pumped and going. I do not like silence when I'm working. No way. I have to have music. But then I also love TV Girl and Wet Leg and Dead. I love oldies. Sometimes it depends on my mood. But if I'm just what do I want to listen to today? I'm not sure. I'm going to 90s hip hop for sure. What's the best reaction someone has had to my artwork? I think I really love when somebody sees himself in my artwork. So much of it is biographical or autobiographical, but when somebody is looking at my artwork and they say, oh my gosh, this reminds me of me when I was a kid, or this looks like me and my sister, or something like that. I really love when people see themselves in my artwork or can connect to it. So that's the best. What do I hope people take away from my artwork? That it's okay to experiment. It's okay to be different. I like minimalism in my collage work because I like clean lines. I like a clean page. I like strong negative space. And it went against the grain of traditional collage, and it's okay. So I want people to see that it's okay to, break the rules. That's what art is all about. I hope people, sometimes learn about what I'm going through without me having to tell them directly, because it just gets exhausting after 5 years. So, the people that have been following me for a long time, can look at my artwork and see, wow, she's having a rough time right now. And maybe, if they reach out to me about it, that would be amazing. But it's exhausting talking about it. So putting it through my artwork and kind of communicating what's going on in my life, it's important to me because it makes me feel less alone. So, yeah, thank you so much for listening to my story.